right way to go about changing our social structure so that it supports the equality and well-being of all? If you've asked yourself that question, then this practice is for you. Hi, I'm Kristen. Welcome to the See Your Wellbeing channel. Welcome to the Qi Forest and the Magic Tree. I'm your energy wizard, inspiring and enabling you to sense, engage, and express more authentic energy in your life with Qigong, and maybe a little courage too. Today's another episode in the Qigong for Social Change series, and we're going to be harnessing the alchemical potential of the metal element, transforming lead into gold, or something seemingly impossible, our current social structure, into something possible, something that supports the equality and well-being of all. All of this change requires courage, and that's where connecting with this metal element offers us a resource for stepping forward on a pathway of positive change. Let's give it a go. All right, so the first thing that's required to tap into this alchemical potential is a connection with our energy through the breath. So we're going to be opening up the lungs to invite in more of this healing potential energy. So let's start with the arms at the side. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And you're going to cross one arm in front of the other, bringing the backs of the hands together. We'll take another inhale and expand into the sides, opening the spaces in the intercostals, expanding the mechanics of the breath. And then exhale, allow the hands to fall down by the side. Let's do that again. Inhale, cross one arm in front of the other, backs of the hands together. Continue your inhale, expand, and exhale. We're heading into uncomfortable territory. We need more energy, so we need to bring in more breath, expanding, exhale. As I said last week, change is not easy. It's not comfortable. Inhale. Tap into some dark areas along the side ribs. You might even lean side to side. Exhale. We turn to nature to see that change is possible. In fact, it's the only constant in our world. Let's make it positive. Together. One more. Wow. Inhale. Expand, expand, expand. Exhale. Oof. Pause for a minute. Notice if you feel any more spacious in the lungs, being able to bring in that healing qi. Let's keep working on it. Little activation. So we're going to take our little light loose fist over to the right shoulder and just we'll tap from the center right underneath the collarbone there out towards the shoulder underneath the collarbone, activating not only lung Qi when you're out towards the collarbone, but kidney Qi. Activating your Qi. What is Qi? It's your life force. It's your energy. What sustains your life so that you can take action. And it's all right inside of you. Just need to wake it up. All right, let's go. Other side. Inhale. And let's take little chicken beaks here and get a little bit of rotation, placing the fingertips and thumbs together right in that space underneath the collarbone. Lung 1, lung 2. Confidence, courage, structured efforts. That's what we get from modeling this metal element. Other direction. Really what we're thinking about is the courage to connect to our values as individuals and collective. That takes effort. That takes courage. And release. When we think about the metal element, we think about value and value in exchange. And so that's really what we're doing here, is cultivating value for our well-being so that we can respect and connect to the well-being, support the well-being of others. If that's too heavy for you, you can head out now. If you're still with me, let's keep going. Let's take another round of that breath. Inhale, reach up. Backs of the hands together, expand, believe it. Exhale. Inhale. Expand. Get a little uncomfortable. Exhale. Let go. Release. Release what doesn't serve you. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Oh yeah. Feel the energy growing. Step the feet together. We're going to tap into the element we sourced last week, the earth, to then project the precious metals of the earth up through our being with the arrow. Interlace your fingers except for the index finger. We're going to reach up overhead. Get a little bit of a back bend in if that feels comfortable to you. Gaze up and then bend your knees. Bring the backs of the hands towards the head, bowing forward. So from the earth, inhale. We reach up, express precious metals, lead to gold. Let's change it. In, down, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pumping the potential energy through your being. As you do this practice, you are tapping into this collective, diverse, virtual community that we are here at this channel, See Your Wellbeing. Together we can change. Let's take one more. Open the arms out to the side. Whoa, yeah. Let's get a little stretch for the neck and the shoulders, where we can definitely get some congestion in these lines of tension that run from the shoulders all the way up into the neck. Let's take the hands together. You can either take palms together, fingers down, or you can hold the elbows. Be mindful of your potential today. No judgment for where you are. And let's take the chin down toward the chest. For a moment, draw the shoulders back. Open up through the chest. And then we'll make small circles coming over to your left shoulder. Head upright, not extended back, and down to your right shoulder. So this practice of Qigong is not just moving the body to feel good. Well, that's definitely a part of that. The way I offer these practices as connected with the tradition is much more than that surface of, well, my body feels better. It's that this feeling better body is then able to utilize the energy that you cultivate towards what you really want in your life. Go in the other direction. Exhale. You can exhale through the mouth to let a little go. Release. Oh, yeah. You have so much potential inside you. How do you want to use it? One more. Big questions here. Big challenges ahead of us. Release the arms. Shake it out. Whew. Again, just notice after, wow, what that particular stretch does is it's going to open up these lines of tension, as I said, so that energy can then flow as it does naturally down the arms, up the back of the arms, up to the head and down the rest of the body. These flows, when these pathways of energy or meridians are open, then energy can flow naturally, and we can really tap into our greatest strengths. Yet sometimes things still stand in our way, which is what this next movement is for. It's called Snake Sheds Its Skin. I invite you to think about shedding old ways of being as you welcome into this new, supportive, healing structure for all. We're going to start with the hands palm together right in front of the chest. Allow the knuckles, the thumb knuckles, to press into the chest. Take a deep belly breath, grounding yourself in the present moment. We'll go through this flow slow, and then we'll repeat it a few times. We're going to turn the hands downward so the fingertips point towards the earth. Then we're going to bring the backs of the hands together up towards the heart. From here, we're going to open the arms, sending the hips forward. Here we gather in this feeling of quality and well-being. We soak in this belief, this value that we are all connected. We digest that, pressing down towards the belly. And then we got to get rid of what no longer serves us. Bring the backs of the hands together, upwards. And then we're going to let go, shedding the old. Here again, bring the backs of the hands toward one another. We'll inhale, draw up. Open the arms. Gather in the blessings of nature. Bring it into the heart as we begin, palm to palm. Knowing what you truly value. It may be changing. requires courage to admit. Let's do that several more times. Fingers turned down. Backs of the hands toward one another. Open up. Send the hips forward. Welcome in this amazement, this potential. Well-being for all. Press down towards the low belly. Digest it. Kick up the old. Backs of the hand towards one another. Inhale. And seal the value of well-being into the heart. Again, fingers turned down. Backs of the hands come together. Open up. Yes, we can. Yes, we can change. Send it down. Digest that belief. Shedding old ways of being. Let it go. Backs of the hands toward one another. Seal it into the heart. One more time. Turn the hands down. Backs of the hands together. Open, open, open. Yes. Like the snake. Inhale. Shed, shed, let go. Backs of the hands toward one another. Roll up. Seal it into the heart. Yeah. Let's do one more purge with shaking, and we'll tap back to that snake essence and use the lung healing sound, which is kind of like a snake. All right, let's just begin shaking. Wrists, elbows, neck and shoulders. And let's begin to make the sound on our exhale. Sending out cloudy, gray energy. There can be some sadness around the loss of the way things were. This healing sound is wonderful for presencing the sadness and transforming that into courage, confidence, inspiration. It's going to take a little while. So we got time. One more. Slow it down. Your courageous snake is ready to go. Ready to flow. Ready to welcome in a brilliance that comes from stepping forth on this pathway to change. Let's swim in that sea. Great bear swims in the ocean. Ground your feet into the earth. Relax your joints. Soften your pelvis, your qua, and float the arms up to the sides of your torso, embracing your lungs. We'll glide the hips back, reach the arms forward, and open up. Glide the hips back. reach the arms forward. You're making an offering. And you're swimming in that community of positive change. Allow your breath to be that sea of change in which you're floating on. So let's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, open up. Relax. Turn the volume down on your effort and know that you're supported. While you may be practicing alone, you're not alone. There's a diverse, supportive community here swimming with you. And we're not swimming upstream. We're going with the flow. While it may seem like we are swimming against the tide to create a change in our social structure, look around you. Look around you and harness connections with those who value what you do. That's the metal element, tapping into your values, your core values. And aligning yourself with a community who shares that. That's how we change. Continue to float on the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the arms round. Again, in front of the lungs. Oof. Holding that space for courage to build. Visioning this white, brilliant light glowing from the inside out. Now let's fly. Let's soar like the crane. We're going to float the arms up, palms down to begin. Inhale, open the arms out to the side. Join your thumb and first finger, the large intestine and lung meridians, which form this basis for the metal element. Then we'll draw the hands in, containing the energy. Again, turn the palms down, open up, soar above the chaos, the challenge, and come together, unite with courage. Inhale, open. Exhale. I hear you, trees. Exhale. You're flowing with me. I'm flowing with you. Slowing it down. It's not a fast process. In our flows, we're cultivating more energy as we relax. Qigong is the art of effortless power. I find it so counterintuitive still this day that the more we relax, the more energy we can build. It's fueled by this collective purpose. It's not passive, but it doesn't have to be forcing your way with something that isn't giving way. You might need to turn and fly over a new field. Inhale. As you come towards the midline, you're containing this energy of courage and confidence. As you open up, inhale, be inspired by the beauty around you. Looking at nature and seeing her courageousness. Let's take one more. Inhale. Come back to center, keeping the thumb and the first finger touching. We're going to hold the posture for the metal element. 3 fingers point towards one another, and you may even feel, give it a little pulse, some magnetic flow between the fingers. Close your eyes and make like a tree, root down. Draw your awareness to your low belly. Taking some slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Now, not only are your lungs filled with brilliant white light, but every cell of your being is glowing in this radiant, courageous light. Bask in your own beautiful reflection. Lengthen up through your spine as a courageous act, knowing that you are connected to something greater, allowing that heavenly Qi to flow down through you, creating this dynamic exchange between you, the energy of nature, the universe, the earth, and your community. That's a sea I want to swim in. Bring the feet together, interlace the hands, the thumbs, over the low belly. Close your eyes. Allow the Qi to rock you. This alchemical potential lies within you, and here we're going to store that in the low belly. So that you can access it whenever you need, even if it requires a little heat from tapping or shaking or calling a friend. Wake it up, circulate it, flow with it, store it. That's essentially the recipe of Qigong. I want to close our practice today with a contemplation and a quote. So I started the practice with the question, what is the right way to approach this change so that we can experience equality and well-being, all of us? There's no perfect way. There's no perfect way to cultivate change. Yet stepping forth on this pathway requires courage. And to quote Brené Brown, she says, in The Gifts of Imperfection, courage is a habit, a virtue. You get courageous, you get it by courageous acts. It's like you learn to swim by swimming. You learn to courage by couraging. Let's courage together. Please subscribe to the channel so that you can join our community of diverse, supportive individuals who are desiring change. You wouldn't have made it this far in the practice if you weren't one of those people. So please like this practice, give it a thumbs up, and comment below. Here's your opener. It is, I have the courage to. Thank you for your practice. Be well.